I am speaking with,
That's Lance Ulanoff, and I'm editor-in-chief of Mashable.
and you used to be editor-in-chief of another magazine, yes?
That's right. I was editor-in-chief of PC Magazine and PCMag.com.
Awesome, which not much of a magazine these days, but things I'm sure are going very well at Mashable, yes?
Yeah, it's very exciting. Lots of growth, 23 million unique visitors every month. We got a big audience.
Last time I checked my web stats, they were just shy of that.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, and we're going to be at your party tonight, geez, for many, many hours, but that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what you, Lance, have been seeing here at South by Southwest. Just give me some of your favorite highlights. What have you seen so far at the show?
So I've seen a bunch of different things. Jamstar showed me a way to learn how to play guitar with my computer, and I've been trying to play guitar for my whole life, just about, and I stink at it. But this is a way to sort of follow along on the computer, and it would play at the pace that you were learning. So I kind of like that. I've been using all the location-based apps that have been rolling out here, like Banjo and Highlight, and I'm getting pinged constantly, so that's crazy. I've sat in on a couple of good sessions. I actually really enjoyed the session with Guy Kawasaki and Vic Kaduntra from Google, really representing Google+. He talked about how Google+ is not a ghost town, you just don't know how to use it properly, which we thought was kind of funny, but that was really interesting. So I've seen a few things like that. It's been a lot of sort of meeting people in the hallways and having really interesting discussions about the social space and about entrepreneurship. I had a very interesting interview with the first investor at Pinterest this morning, which I found honestly quite enlightening.
So give me a little highlight on that. What was so enlightening about the investment, or with talking with the investor at Pinterest?
Well, it's just interesting. This guy met these kids when they were at NYU, and they were actually working on some other projects, and then they started this one thing that kind of led to Pinterest. But the whole way, one of the core messages was that they were constantly listening to everyone around them for the best feedback possible to sort of spin that into the next big thing. And Pinterest is, of course, a phenomenon. So every once in a while, I run into people in the hallways here, and they're like, I've got a product that is a mashup between Pinterest and this, so everybody wants to sort of ride the coattails of this phenomenon.
Well, that's always been the trend. Whatever the hot thing is, then the next hot thing is being the mashup of that and something else.
Yeah, no, that's very true, because when people see and recognize a good idea, I mean, Pinterest proved to people that it was about visuals, about images, about curation as always, but one of the things that the investor said to me, which is very true, is that it's about tastemakers, and Pinterest is about following people who are tastemakers, and sort of you start to feel, oh look, this shirt, this blouse, these shoes, this picture, and it's kind of a new way of looking at content, and we'll see where all of that goes. But it's been an interesting few days here, waterlogged few days here. But
Finally sunny today.
I know, I get sun, and I'm getting burnt on top here. It's really intense. And so I'm just in the startup village trying to literally run into people who are doing interesting things.
And we were just discussing how serendipity is just a critical part of South by Southwest, that you kind of let your schedule kind of go and just let it go with the flow, because you will start running into people everywhere.
Yeah, I really just had to take a deep breath, exhale, and relax here, because I was so stressed out about not being where I thought I was supposed to be. And then when I stopped moving for a moment, I was just running into folks, started to talk to people. I had a great conversation with Guy Kawasaki that way. I saw a product on the, basically someone showed me a product that was another social sharing app that just basically stopped me right there. So wherever I've been, I've run into people. I mean, literally just moments ago, met a startup that's putting together LinkedIn and the social graph and all of this to sort of find the match between someone who's looking for a job and the kinds of people who would help them find, I guess, the jobs that really fit the broader interests outside of just LinkedIn. So that's why you want to be out in the halls at South by Southwest, because the hallways are percolating with ideas, and you just want to be here and sort of feel it and absorb it.
Excellent, Lance. Thank you so much for your time.
It was my pleasure.